Okay, next question is from Ruth. Best upgrade for a gravel bike to make the front end less harsh over the gravel sections. I'm considering carbon wheels, a suspension fork or stem. The rides I do are normally 50-50 road to gravel.
Carbon wheels are going to give you minimal gains. Your tire pressure is most important, firstly, without spending money. The stem is we sell Redshift stems in the shop. Lucas, that one of my friends that I ride with, he gave me a Redshift stem probably about 2.5 years ago, and it was in my locker because I thought that was the biggest gimmick ever. And then I put it on my bike purely because I didn't have a stem. I sold mine to somebody that needed one in a hurry, and I stuck it on, and it's just so good.
It does surprise me how good they are. There's other Cane Creek.
Cane Creek does one as well, yeah, which is good.
Who else? There's another one as well, isn't there? Is it like Magura or someone else?
I don't know.
There's other ones out there. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to get a Redshift one, but it's the one I've used myself, and it works really well.
Would you go for suspension stem over fork?
Yes, because it's significantly cheaper and it doesn't require loads of changes to the bike.
It needs no servicing either. It needs no after sales, and you can infinitely change the stiffness with the included spacers if you want to. Suspension is great fork-wise, but the problem is going to cost you a lot more. It's maintenance. If money is no object, get a suspension fork, but it's essentially the stem gives you so much already that that's the number one place I'd go to first.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but changing forks also gets weirdly complicated because you have to, unless you want to change the handling of your bike, you need to match the angle of the fork, plus make sure it all.
So you need to look at the rake. You need to look at, is your frame set suspension corrected? So essentially, is it built to take a suspension? You can't just stick one on. Well, you can, but you shouldn't just stick it on any bike. And then you start looking at. It just becomes a lot more complicated because generally speaking, they're going to come with post mount brake calipers. Most gravel bikes at the moment have flat mount calipers, so you're going to have to put new calipers on or find dodgy converters, and it's just start with the stem and see how you go with that.
Well, I guess the other place to start would potentially be tires if the bike already has a wheel set and clearance that can handle large volume tires. Because Ruth could put larger volume tires on, set up tubeless with a super low pressure, and instantly it's going to be more comfortable. Yeah. And then,
is that going to be annoying if she's doing half of her riding on a road? Is that going to be significantly worse there?
I did a road ride yesterday with 650B 2.1 inch mountain bike tires set up tubeless, and the bike ride's amazing.
It's comfort is more important than anything else. Bizarrely, I think it's going to take a while for the industry to catch on to this, but comfort is the number one thing that you want for 95% of cyclists. It'll make you faster. It'll make you less fatigued. It'll cause less pain. I would definitely get the stem personally. It's the biggest change I've done to it sounds ridiculous, the amount of money we spend on bikes. And then that stem is just, that's the biggest change I've done over anything else.